Hello, my name is So. Today I will tell you about one of the famous painting in the Joseon Dynasty, which is Shirimdo. Shirim means Korean wrestling, and this painting was painted by Kim Hong-do in 18th centuries. This painting is a painting which has two people who are doing shirim, which is Korean wrestling, and there are people who are looking, centering on these two people. And this painting is a representative painting of Kim Hong-do. This is really famous. And Kim Hong-do paint various type of painting like portrait and landscape painting and so on. But the genre painting is more famous. And in this painting, many people hang out and play games together, even though Joseon Dynasty has many classes, which is noble people, the public, lower people, and the lowest rank people. But they're together. And this painting has 22 peoples. And if you look this painting with a diagonal line like this and this, you might think that it is same. And let's talk about that. Here has 5 peoples, and 2 and this here has 5 peoples, and plus then it is 12, and here has 2 people, 2, and here has 8 peoples, so plus then it makes 12. 12 and 12 it is same. Kim Hong-do painted this painting really well and creative, really great. So I think that Kim Hong-do is really smart, and this painting is really good. And thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Ojin from Youth Cultural Courts. It is very pleasure to meet you guys. Today, I would like to introduce you about one of the paintings that one of the famous painter during the Joseon Dynasty draw. The picture's name is The Beauty from the painter's name, Shin Young-bo. Before I tell you about this painting, let me introduce you about this painter first. As I said, this painter's name is called Shin Young-bo, and he was different from other painters during the Joseon Dynasty because he usually painted the royal family's life, who were usually rich, unlike the other painters. Other painters usually draw about the ordinary people's lives, but as you can see, this woman is dressing expensive clothes, and also she has lots of decorations on her clothes. So we can say she is also one of the rich people too. And now I will tell you about the different things that he had in his paintings, unlike other painters during the Joseon Dynasty. Firstly, he usually used thin and long lines in his paintings. It was unlike the other painters because the other painters usually used short and thick lines, but his thin and long lines were valuable to to describe people's hair or animals' fur. And also in this picture, as you can see, there are some colors on the woman's lips or her skirts. But it was a little bit colorful paintings during the Joseon dynasty because most of the painters just used black inks to paint. And that is one of the other differences between the other paintings and Shinunbo. And also, he usually draw, as I said, he usually drawed royal families' lives, and it was different because he usually drawed about the paintings about the man's and woman's love. And we can say he broke one of the unverbal rules during the Joseon dynasty because during the Joseon dynasty, they strictly abandoned people's love, which is usually with the woman and the man. And now I'm going to tell you about this picture. And look at this picture closely. You can see that there is a woman touching her skirts. And when you see her face, she has white and round and also small face with small lips but long nose and eye without double eyelids. And this is the typical face that Joseon people loved during the Joseon dynasty because they thought this kind of face is beautiful. And also that's why this picture's name is called Beauty too. And from today, we learned about this painting who is mainly different from the other painters during the Joseon dynasty. I hope you enjoyed this and thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Sungwan Jung and I am from Youth Culture Course and 282 groups. Then today I will tell you about the traditional cultures of Korea. There are a lot of traditional cultures in Korea. In example, there are a lot of clothes called hanbok, and also there are some pictures and artworks or crafts. And there are a lot of things, but today I will tell you detail about the artworks. Then let's go in. When you look at the Korean artworks or history in detail, I think you have heard the artist that is called Kim Hong-do. He was a very important and famous artist in Joseon period. So I show you the picture that is drew the Kim Hong-do in Joseon period. And in the right, I show you the 4 important pictures and famous picture drew by the Kim Hong-do. There are a lot of pictures, but today I will tell you about this picture in detail. Please look at this picture in detail. When you look at this picture in detail, there are some students and teachers. I will go to the next page and tell you in detail. In the left, this is the picture, so please look at it in detail. In middle, you can see the crying child, and there are a lot of children around there, and in front there are the teacher. The teacher are teaching the Chinese characters, but the crying child did not learn well, so he was getting punished. And the friends are laughing at him. When you look at the detail, the students are all in different ages. The Seodang in Joseon period was very important because it was the elementary school like us, but it is a little bit different because different ages came together and learned together, but they learned different things too. They usually learn the moral or the Confucianism and the Chinese characters. So after learning from the Seodang, they went to Sangkyungwan to study well. So when you look at this right picture, this is the picture taken by Joseon period and it showed the Seodang too. Today we looked at the picture from the Kim Hong-do. It is a very beautiful and famous picture in Joseon period. There are a lot of beautiful pictures from Kim Hong-do, so I recommend you to visit museum to see it in detail.
Hello, my name is Jiwan Jung from the 282 unit. Today I will talk about the traditional painting during the Joseon Dynasty. I will talk about the Shinsa Imdang's painting of grass and insects. Then first, let's start with the introduction of the painter. Here you can see the painting of the Shinsa Imdang. Shinsa Imdang is the famous woman during the Joseon Dynasty. It is because she was a good painter. Then I will introduce you about the famous story about Shinsa Imdang. When Shinsa Imdang went to the woman's party during the Joseon Dynasty, one woman spilled the grape juice on her cloth. So Shinsa Imdang draw the grape on it so it became the design. So the woman can sell it and have money too. Then let's talk about more. The Shinsa Imdang is also famous for the mother. It is because she is the mother of the Yulgogi. Have you heard about Yulgogi? He is a famous Confucianist during the Joseon Dynasty. Here you can see the Korean money. This is 5,000 won, and here is 50,000 won. Here you can see on the 5,000 won, there is the painting of Yulgogi. And here on the back of the 5,000 won, you can also see the painting of the Shinsa Imdang. So you can see that the Yulgogi's mother is Shinsa Imdang. And on the 50,000 won, you can see the Shinsa Imdang. And behind the 50,000 won, you can also see the painting of the Shinsa Imdang. You will know that the 50,000 won is the most expensive money in Korea. So you can see how the Shinsa Imdang was very good painter. Here you can see the paintings of Shinsa Imdang. These are all called painting of grass and insects. In Korean, it is called chochungdo. In this chochungdo, you can see the watermelon and also butterfly and also the flower and mouse. And here you can see the flowers, and here you can see the eggplant and flowers and butterfly. These are very beautiful paintings. Then I'll finish my comment here. Thank you.